Welcome to the wonderful world of the Will-O-Wisp Woods. And, of course, to episode 6 of Steam and Rain. We're so happy to have you. We're so glad that you're here. And we're ready to roll some dice. Now, our wonderful players, Darrow, Thormir, and Lars. If you remember correctly from last episode, these three had gotten into quite the scuffle as a massive steam-based bot of some kind, this automata, attacked their carriage on their way to the next city to help a priest with his temple's issue of people disappearing in Terra's foothold. Now, our wonderful group, after a very interesting situation that they found themselves in, of their carriage getting destroyed and one of the horses being launched, there seems to be only one horse left, and the carriage itself is no longer operable. After Darrow brought not only the top half of the axle that was hanging out, but the entire automata down upon him, our group finds themselves now with some interesting situations to try and figure out. However, it seems that the crash was not the only dangerous situation that they found themselves in, as Darrow found himself accepting a little bit of help.
Branded. That's a whole different thing than accepting help.
It seems
I didn't even know that was gonna happen.
Asking for help from this strange figure that has been plaguing his sleep. He is now bearing a mark upon his chest of burnt flesh, as now the group notices that Darrow has a strange black cat following him.
We were digging a fucking grave last one now.
Mm-hmm.
Burying the driver. Lars is getting the brass from the monster. And me and Matt were also talking about repairing the... Oh. I'm sorry, I just got raided. Did not think that was gonna happen. I forget my raid noise is just Link screaming. Hi guys, what's up? We're doing Steam and Rain D&D right now, and the man has his cocaine donuts. We're what, session 6 right now?
Episode 6 of the wonderful
If you guys
Steam
want
and Rain.
to see the full series is on Will's YouTube. If you go to What Up Will-O-Wisp on fucking Twitch, it should be... I don't even know if this is gonna work. Shit. Can't do that. Does that work? I have no idea. Go to his channel, you guys can see a whole bunch more stuff. I'm just more or less here for if shit goes down. But we're doing D&D, and I appreciate the raid and welcome everybody from Andrew's stream. Hope you're having a good night, bro. But, yeah, we were burying the driver. Lars was getting the brass. I was talking with Matt about how to repair the carriage. That happened. I got branded by the goth demigod god lady. Who is now apparently deciding that that's gonna happen. The girl is asleep after somebody decided to tell the DM, "Hey, isn't the girl gonna take damage?" And now she's comatose in the fucking tent.
No, you
Yeah.
all healed her. She's
Well,
just
yeah,
unconscious.
We gave her the potion, and she's sleeping in the tent right now while we're handling shit. I'm in pain. Matt's in relative pain. Lars is too cracked out of his mind to be in pain because he's also like getting pieces of metal that make him go, ooh, shiny.
That guy got fucking knocked.
I am a gnome and I got punched through a wagon.
By a giant golem, yeah. So
That sucks,
Out
doesn't
of
it?
everybody on sheer scale, ugh.
hey, it fell on top of me, and I kept pissing it off.
I was just there. Doing some damage. I took the final hit though. That was nice.
Hey, Matt, you remember how you were sitting here bitching and moaning about in League how you did all the damage, but then your ADC took the kill?
Uh-huh. I could have just sat back and let that thing just do some snoot to you.
You think I would have fucking cared?
I think I more care about the smoke. Fog cloud.
You don't get to complain about League ever again.
I did what I had to do.
But our group finds themselves after a very interesting situation. Now they find themselves with the body buried, the final rites given by the priest. Darrow with a new little companion. The girl's still unconscious for the moment. Lars gathering what he can from the machine and having found everything that he seems to think is anything of worth or useful. Would you all like to go on ahead and have your long rest?
Yes, please. Also, DM, I'm trying
I'm
to
pretty
remember
sure we
base.
took it when we ended last time, and we were
Yeah.
just gonna resume after.
Well, that was supposed to be after burying the other driver.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember what's the base number of wizard spells that you get.
What is it?
Trying to remember base spells you get as a wizard. Is it 8 or is it 6?
For wizard, if I'm not mistaken, it's not based off of a set amount. It is like your intelligence plus 2
No,
or
for
something like
spell
that.
book.
Just a moment.
This is the thing we fought last time.
It's either 8 or 6. Here, serves right. I'm just thinking if I have to add 2 more spells, not.
Hello, Adina.
Have you not finished leveling up since last time?
I have a lot more to do for level ups than you do.
I don't care if I needed to do more or less than you. If I level up, I want to make sure that my character's set and ready to go.
Let's see.
We had a week.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, we had 2 weeks, James.
So first level,
You
let's
took
see.
breaks.
So the
We
wizard.
played Monster Hunter.
What level are you right now? 4?
Or 3.
We're level 4.
We should
So
all be
see
level
first, so
4.
you,
So you
See, so I
should
have-
know 4 cantrips, 4... No, you should have spell slots. 4 cantrips known, 4 spell slots for first level, 3 spell slots for second level. Let's see. Spellcasting. As a student of Arcane, you have a spellbook
I'm
that
just-
can...
I just need base spells slots from
yes,
level
at
1.
first level you have a spellbook containing 6 first level spells of your choice.
Yeah, I get 2 third level. That's all I needed to hear. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm 1 off. I'm still deciding I'm 1.
the rain continues over a somber night of silence. One passed away, another gained. Rest comes easy to the group after such a harrowing fight. Though sore and tired, the group is able to drift off, and the next morning comes as the rain still trickles down the symphony, raging against the silence of nature itself. Darrow awakens to a cat using his face as a pillow. And
I'm good now.
the rest notice the little girl sitting at the edge of her tent, awake, cross-legged, with the front of the tent open as she watches the rain outside.
What are you doing, kid?
Listening.
Well, if you hear another big-ass robot coming this way, might need a little bit of prep time.
There won't be another one for a while.
Odd how you know that, but I'll take your word for it. You didn't miss the last one. You doing okay? You kind of took a hit there.
I'm fine.
And shout for Lars and Matt, see if they're awake. Either of you conscious?
Absolutely. I'm just preparing my spells for the morning.
And I myself am just getting the wagon back in shape.
I have thought of a spell that can maybe hopefully aid us in this endeavor.
Darrow sits up, noticing the cat. Anybody else notice this as of late? Or is it just me?
The cat?
Yeah, the cat.
Yeah,
Indeed,
I
if
thought
I'm
it's
just having a heart
great.
attack.
It's following you now.
Alright.
It's pretty friendly with you.
Yeah, I'd say so. Anyways, how's that wagon going? What's your plan
It's
so
gonna
far?
It's gonna take me a little time, but I'm sure I can get it back into decent shape to at least get us to the next town we need to get to go.
What's your plan for it? Converting it into a two-wheel? Trying to salvage the fucking destroyed pieces?
Just try to salvage the destroyed pieces. I wanted to make it as much as the original form as possible, but if I can't, I will just I do have to what I have to do to make it functional and make it a two-wheel. Honestly,
Honestly, we might just have to go
thinking
with the
about it
two-wheel.
now,
We only
less
have
weight
one
for
horse.
the horse, the better.
We only have one horse.
Yes.
That's why I was
so-
telling you initially to do just the two-wheel, cut off all the broken pieces, make it functional. We could still sit in what's left, and it was more than big enough to carry the rest of us.
On a
Yeah.
scale of 1 to 10, how heavy is this wagon?
It's a
Was, not is.
It was a nicer, almost
Like
like
a ton, 2 tons, 3.
I'm not sure off the top of my head. Just a moment.
Because me by myself now can help you guys with a quarter of it if it's a ton. Magically.
Wrong, gnome.
No,
Magic.
I lifted up.
Nerd.
Wrong, gnome.
Smart, intelligent. Not very constitutionally, but not very good in hit department.
If he didn't have his mage armor last time, I'm pretty sure we
Empty?
wouldn't have a gnome.
The
Yeah, we did.
wagon would have been about 1,200 to 1,400 pounds.
Well, not even a ton.
1 ton, yeah. A little over a ton.
I don't know if it is half. Is it half of it destroyed? Is it mostly destroyed?
Well, I destroyed the back axle.
Front axle.
I destroyed one of the axles.
Okay, the
Yeah.
question is, do I have how much? Do I have enough for I can lift the 500 pounds of it?
2,000 pounds and a ton.
Okay, motherfucker.
I said a quarter ton, so
You can talk to me
Yeah.
when you know how to wear a hoodie.
But
Now you're a proper ranger, dumbass.
I thought he was wearing a
That's-
do-rag.
Yeah. No, he's just doing the TikTok kid shit.
Is that a thing? Is this a thing?
It was actually from Vine, but like the kid who originally did it moved to TikTok and like redid shit.
I just did it for shits and giggles. I didn't even know that's
There's
a
a
thing.
Vine of it. If you used to watch like Vine comps, fucking
Nope. Didn't care for that shit.
Anywho,
it's fucking hot. Is there a demon?
also, is she talking?
The girl?
Yes.
Just had a few words.
Well, that's great,
Sure.
dear.
Well, she's currently just wanting to sit in the tent watching the rain. While we get out here and get what?
So, DM.
Hmm.
If I were to cast Mending 1,000 times,
no.
You
Or
can't
shut-
loophole this.
no, Mending 1,000 times, can I fix my alchemy supply?
Oh.
Also, no.
And we
Well,
have a month of travel.
I will be needing some efforts of Darrow
For what?
in having to reshape the wagon. Because he has a great sword, it's perfect for cutting down in size. And also, quick question
Not how
D-
that works.
to the DM. Can he put runes on my arrows?
I don't think so. I think
You don't
he
think
has.
so?
I think he has to wield it.
Yes,
Ah,
I can.
that is.
But that's enchanting and that's expensive and it takes time.
Yeah, but like I could take like 3 arrows and like, well, that
Or
would
even my
require
own
me to
bow?
Not be an ass about it, but
Yeah, I could enchant your bow if I have the proper stuff.
I just throwing out ideas, because if I can,
You
move
wanted to do more damage, really,
well,
motherfucker?
I can do plenty of damage. It's just if the dice are on my side.
Motherfucker, you're a
Plus, we were literally
gloom-stalking
going against a
ranger.
fucking gnome.
You're a
I-
gloom-stalking ranger.
Mm,
You'll be able to do more than enough damage.
I think right now, DM, I think now I have limitations to how much I can the rarity. I think I can enchant up to uncommon. And then I can start doing rare next level. If I remember any enchanting rules properly.
I want my shirt to be able to link back. God damn it.
Rune Carver. Starting at 3rd level, you can use magic runes to enhance your gear. Yeah, it specifically says your
it has to
gear.
be mine. Yeah, I remembered when you said that.
Damn. Just a thought.
Now, if he were playing like an artificer, he could technically do that, but it's not. It's because it specifies just an item rather than an item he wields
Yeah.
or his gear. So
Hi guys, I'm the wizard. I'm the support of the group.
Yeah, and much like Rivals, you got fucking dove by the back tank. Venom came for your ass and punched the shit out of you.
Yeah. My lucky spell was not up in time for switching places.
yeah, it was also the fact that it was less of it dove him and more of he decided to be a hero and stand in between it and her, and it would have worked if his spell worked.
It would have worked if his spell worked, if the dice were in his favor, and you know.
If he didn't roll high, yeah. Rolled above average for both of them. Like, if it was just average, I would have survived.
But
Kind of hard to block at 23.
nonetheless,
As they work, so should we go back and get a new wagon, or do we want to go? We're only 3 days in, so
Back to this argument.
well, it's safety and it's
If we can fix the wagon, we can just keep going. We're already camping out as is.
oh,
You must need to talk to the priest. The priest will know more about that because he is one who supported the wagon to us. It's not our wagon. It's theirs.
exactly. So shouldn't they be able to place it quickly? Looks to priest guy. Couldn't we send you with a horse back to the town? You come back. We lost that driver.
if I go back, then you all should keep moving forward on foot, and I can, if you stay on the path as you're supposed to, I can take the horse back, we can get more supplies set up, and I can come back with a new carriage, and hopefully you've made a little bit more headway on foot, and that way we don't have to worry about losing distance just because this happened.
I like this plan.
You'll accept that?
Well, that's how I was thinking beforehand, too.
Dormir signals to Doro and Lars to come near him, and they just talk in private, saying, in a situation like this, it's a win-win situation. If he comes back, that's great. We'll get the carriage. But in the worst case scenario, he doesn't come back. And we can just keep going on our original mission.
Or we send him back, go slowly, or we just set up the carriage to be a two-wheel and keep going.
I'm pretty sure he will catch up to us quickly.
Gosh.
Either way, I'll help with the.
Now, the question is for my half for the DM. Presumably, how long would that take to repair?
6 days. Oh, to repair it?
Yeah, to repair.
It's unrepairable. It's fucked. Wagon's fucked. Unless you were to makeshift it into two-wheel like Hootie's talking about, there's no recovering this. And even the two-wheel thing, it's iffy because of the fact that when you cut it in half, you're going to have the back end, which doesn't have the actual, like, proper front driver's seat or the thing that connects to the horse properly.
So
the
make it
harnesses.
work.
And it's going to be awkward. You're going to have to makeshift it and jerry-rig something, but
No.
that's if it
We'll
works
continue
properly.
on foot.
The one thing that I can say, it's like, if we were going to use the back end, we could literally take the two sidebars, have the horse be in the middle of that, use the fucking rubble and wood and what we got, jerry rig that, and everybody sits in the fucking back. Driver included, and driver's more sheltered from the rain.
Driver's dead, bud.
Hey, motherfucker, who's gonna operate the damn thing? Whether it's you, me, the fucking priest, the kid, that is now the driver.
Do any of us have this experience?
Shut the fuck up. It's literally a horse. I was riding horses when I was fucking 4.
Not everybody knows that. How to
You'd be
manage
surprised
a
on how many people
habitual
don't know how
carriage.
to operate
It's a
horse
skill.
or ride horses, let alone operate a wagon.
Yeah, that's a land vehicle that your character needs proficiency in.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
It's a fucking...
Not everyone grew up on a farm like us,
Mm-hmm.
so
normies.
that's why you have all those funny videos of people going horseback riding for the first time and then absolutely fucking eating shit.
Yeah.
It's a genuine skill that a lot of people don't have.
That's why I'm trying to mention to Levi, do any of our characters have this skill? And it's different from literally riding a, like, being a driver for a
Both
carriage.
you motherfuckers are the ones who mentioned to the teacher, hey, we had homework last night.
I'm doing my job as an experienced player and letting him know stuff we missed, or he'll get called out on it later. Well, it depends on the peasant.
And a lot of people may have experience caring for horses, but they don't have experience actually riding them either.
That's true.
Like, Thormir has proficiency in dice sets and thieves' tools, but no land vehicles. Lars has alchemist supplies and tinker tools. The only one of you that has proficiency in land vehicles is Darrow, because of his soldier background.
Yay!
So wouldn't that make him able to be the only sole driver?
We want to drive. Well,
be
with
going-
proficiency.
Putting runes on your weapons anymore. You gotta drive.
Well, he's got his runes on his weapons. He doesn't need a head anymore.
Oh, that's
It's
true.
just
Until
upgrade
we
them.
reach, what is it, 24 or 12 hours of combat? No.
Of combat or day?
Because Willow was nice to me, the rune only is activated when I use the weapons or take damage.
Mm,
So, roughly,
a full day?
yeah. because I have major runes inscribed on all my shit. Because we have been traveling for a long time.
Where'd my calculator go?
However, when it comes to, like, I cast Fireball, and you set yourself on fire.
I would use Bread and Busher, which gives me an extra 10 feet on top of that, so I can go 40 feet. Drop the dice.
You cast Fireball at me, I'm just gonna charge your ass and beat the fuck out of you.
And if I do Stone Cone...
I'm gonna hold a few of my spells in the back burner. It's still a surprise. I got a few fun ones.
Did you actually get Fireball, though?
No. Next level. It's a third level spell.
There are no eyes in team. However, there are several in fuck it, I don't care how big the room is, I cast Fireball.
Yeah, I'm never gonna do that. It's a hard decision. I love Fireball. I love Fireball. You can ask
What's the
me.
other
I
ones?
love Fireball. I'm probably gonna actually go Lightning Bolt for character reasons.
Matt likes Fireball too. Okay, the fact that you know those hand signs means you're just a bigger weeb and dweeb than anybody ever thought.
That's just Fireball Jutsu.
Yes.
If
I was
you wanna go as
making the funny joke of you with the Fireball alcohol getting your assignment and getting an A on it. So, you took it to Dweebland and went, yeah.
Well, if you really
even
want
know
to
if that was right.
Of being a weeb,
It was.
try
No. I
Water
said
Rock.
dweeb. The fact that you have the hand, like the final hand sign is what, this? Where the fucking, the blow
Tiger.
through.
He's actually doing it, like it's actual
Yes,
Chinese.
I know
but-
he's actually doing it, but here's the thing. It's because he's seen Naruto and Shippuden at least 3 times.
Shippuden, yes, actually, that's true. Both, 3 times.
Yeah. Which is why I say, you are showing how much of a weeb you are and a dweeb. Because
Yes.
not only do you know the final signs of the things, you do the full fucking combo.
It's just, if you want to go as far as knowing, there's only one jutsu, and if someone knows it, they're insane. Water Dragon Jutsu.
Yeah, I was about to say do water.
Mm-hmm.
What
Shit.
was the last thing you all heard?
We were talking about something. We were talking about the wagon, and like you were saying that it was completely fucked, and that technically, we can make it into a like jerry rig it into a 2-wheel, and I was explaining how that would work, and you said like something like well, and then your shit cut out, and you went fuck, and then
we talked about proficiency and driving, and then you ended on Daryl saying that he has it.
Technically,
yes,
I can drive.
Give
me a car, I can get us there in a minute.
Technically, we really should have just talked about if we're gonna let the guy go or just make the wagon.
Yes, we really should have talked about that.
My opinion is this, as Lars, it'll be faster in the end if he goes back and gets a new wagon.
Okay. Are we going to be moving any slower if we do the fucking jerry-rigged thing?
Not to mention we
Not asking you.
Well, I don't know about you.
I can only imagine so.
We only have 1 horse.
Okay, we had 2 horses for the size of the carriage. That's how that works. The bigger
I
the carriage, the more horses you need. We now have half the carriage, which means we only need 1 horse. So our movement speed should technically be the same. So why I'm saying we should just jerry-rig it and make it so that we can just keep going is because if we continue going on foot, we're going to be going way slower towards our destination until he comes back 6 days later and picks us up. Because it's going to take 3 days for him to get back, and then
The only reason it took that
maybe even
long was
7 days
because of the
to-
carriage. Riding on horseback by itself, it could take less time or more time depending on if something comes up. However, refashioning the carriage and trying to make sure that it operates properly without falling apart and making it to where it can withstand the weight, considering the wheel is not directly under the back half of the carriage. It's off towards the back end to make space. It's possible it could get further damaged during travel depending on what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a big decision to make, because refashioning it will take time by itself, and it will have the possibility of working properly, or you can take time and hope he gets back quickly. Either way, you're taking time.
Also, the horse is probably injured and exhausted. It did get fucking thrown.
He's alive though.
Yeah, if we jerry-rig this and we go maybe a day's worth of carriage and the horse just collapses. Oh, it's alive.
Oh.
I agree with Dodo. Not Dodo. Ours.
Fine, fuck it. Send him back. Yeah, he'll go back.
How much bronze did I pick out?
told you.
Because
Did you not add it to your inventory?
I said in total.
Oh.
He told you how much you got. You had a number. I remember him saying that. Because I added something. No, that was the fucking potion that I ended up getting
Back.
Yeah, so you didn't die.
I thought you gave the potion to the girl.
Yeah, because yeah,
I gave my big potion that he made, like the normal or whatever, to the girl, and I drank a lesser one.
And
So
then I
I'm
gave
still very
him-
I'm still very much in pain, but like my wounds are healing and or healed. But
And I gave my potion, the normal potion, back to Lars.
this is the wrong journal. Different campaign. Different campaign notes.
yeah, I think you did.
I did. So he can help him pay for a new alchemy set.
Oh yeah,
Invest
that's
in
right.
the
Yep.
future.
Yep.
Now the question to me is, if once we finish this quest, well, quote, if we do and so on, we never know how things are gonna go.
Alright,
Well,
get dressed
let's
again
say-
underpaid.
Huh?
So unbelievably underpaid for what we're dealing with.
Yeah, seriously.
Here's the thing. By the time we get there, we could literally just go, "Hey, motherfuckers, here's what we had to deal with. You're paying us more." And if not, we'll fight you about it and fucking
Hey, fireball
steal your
house.
shit. Because this is not fucking worth it. Why the fuck?
I do not have a number.
Be a happy cat. Oh!
The fuck happened?
I tried to put the headphones on Athena. Athena, I'm sorry.
Matt, I'm driving over to your house now, and I am confiscating Athena for animal abuse.
Oh, he'll
I know
fight you
that's
on
a
that.
joke, but not funny.
He'll fight you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work with animal rescues. I know what abuse looks like.
Yeah, I bet.
It's how he got his dog, his cat.
Yes, my wife and I alone saved over 300 animals' lives within a amount of 3 years.
Wood job, I approve. Note to self, I will not drink about that.
That's why I'm not giving you a hard time. I know you're just joking, but Athena, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do not have that down for how much grass. I know it's kind of set in its side, so I didn't know how much.
15 pounds of operable
Oh, thank you.
and usable.
I am not carrying that as much as I want to.
The rest is either destroyed or a part of the stone.
I use the stones to destroy the stones.
I'll be right back.
How much space can I hold?
What do you all want to do?
I'll be right back.
Lars is going to. Hi, I can carry half of this. Can you carry the other half? Hey, so I find this for a bonus.
How much?
15
6.5 pounds.
pounds of operable brass total.
I'm back.
Hey, dwarf, you're carrying some shit.
Not just I, you too.
Now.
Also, should we bring the tarp? The wagon tarp? That'd make great for rain shelter.
It's a wooden carriage.
I was gonna say it was high end. It was a nice carriage. It was big.
Oh, full wooden?
Yes, it was big.
Dang. Dang.
We were operating on a room on wheels.
In that case, yeah, I'm fully ready to go then. I'll add 7.5 pounds of
Well,
brass.
then you need to go tell Priest Boy he needs to run back.
Helen, could you run back and get us a new carriage, please?
Sure. It shouldn't take me too long.
How many
I
days?
would say speed is of the essence. At the same time, be safe. Safety is most important.
I could be back in about 4 days.
Oh, dang.
Well, 2 days to get back if I just keep going.
Most likely
Probably, depending on how much headway you all make, I could make anywhere from another 3 to 5 days on the way back.
That is manageable. Alrighty then. There's any certain supplies we need in here. Oh yeah, while looting the golem after, like, I'm pretty sure we would have got this. How much stuff was on the wagon?
Mostly rations.
Great.
Like extra rations and stuff like that. But
from the priests.
some of it is mangled, and there's still some salvageable. There's about a week's worth for one person.
Hmm. Wait, we're gonna send him back with half a week. Whenever something might happen. At the same time, holy water. Is it safe?
Depending on where you all put it.
I didn't put it anywhere. This was the elf's typical possession, and seeing if it's broken or it's still intact.
If you're talking about his personal holy water, he keeps that on his person.
Mm. Alrighty then. Those are my questions done.
Okay. He readies the horse, making sure that it's okay and not in too much pain. Checking over it, and then mounting it before beginning his ride off back the direction you all came from.
Tally ho! Now then. Are we ready?
We gotta pack up the fucking tents and we can go.
And distribute who holds what.
I thought it was already done that I'm holding 7.5, you're holding 7.5.
I said I could carry 7.5, but
I was gone. So when that was talked about, so I didn't know.
well then let's just split it evenly then, because each of us are going to sell this. £5 each.
Actually, yeah, that does work.
5 pounds works. Do we add that to our inventory in the?
Yep.
Is it in the inventory? Because I just put it in a custom item.
Just put it in a custom item.
Okay.
And then go to your weight carried, and you should be able to manually put in there that you're carrying 5 pounds of something.
I have it in my secondary bag.
Was that be cost override or weight override?
Weight override. You want to put 5 pounds?
Well,
We're not Britain. We don't deal with fucking pounds.
Weight override will make it to where it's 5 pounds by itself if you just put 5. So add 5 to whatever the weight is total that your character is carrying. Weight override is basically overriding the information that's already being calculated by D&D Beyond to make that the new total. So whatever it is that you're using to carry this, if you go into it, if you click on the actual weight itself, like how much that part of you is carrying, like your backpack or whatever, and it up at the top above all of the items and everything next to where it says backpack, if you click on that pounds that's in bold, it'll pull up what you have in it, add items, stuff like that. Go to customize, in the weight override option, put whatever it is that, however much it is right now that you're carrying, plus 5.
If that was the case, I just did exactly what you said, and it said it was 160 pounds. So
That's
I think
it might just be the plus 5 then. I've never had to use weight override, so.
Yeah, no, I'm good with how I did mine. Mine's fine.
Yeah. With the weaponry and stuff like that, normally when you use one of the override options, it actually changes it to that instead. But
that's fine.
that'll work. Whatever works. But nonetheless. So.
cast mage armor on myself in the morning and
We're just
renew my
backing up
spells.
fucking camp.
You all pack up camp relatively quickly. Everybody distributing what needs to go.
While we're packing up camp, I want to just take a second and like kneel down to the kid and tell her, like, here's the plan. Reese is going back to get us another ride. We're gonna be wet for a little bit. We gotta keep walking. At any point, if you need to take a break from walking, if you got little legs, let me know. You let the dwarf know. Hell, let Lars know. I'm pretty sure everybody here would get a laugh out of you trying to piggyback on top of him.
No, we need to discuss how we will walk in a formation.
We can just
Like-
walk.
All side by side.
It's
Yes,
simple.
I would like to
Daryl
have
takes
a-
the front, I take the middle, the girl's right behind me, or actually no, the girl's in front of me, and then you're in the back.
I would.
How about we
that's
have
my
the
biggest
rain-
thing is I want to make sure someone has an eye on her at all time because she's a flight risk.
Flight?
I was gonna say we have the ranger up front because he's kind of more the scout than anybody. I do not do anything stealthy. I have disadvantage. I'm wearing chainmail. If we run up on somebody who doesn't want us to be there, I'm walking up like an alarm clock.
Oh, I like that alarm clock.
Needless to
Listen.
say, Lars is going to be behind someone or someone's. He's a
You're in
support.
front. I'll be next. Well, you're in front. The kid walks in front of me. Fucking Lars. Fuck it. No.
We're fine. Let's do it.
Whatever. You go first. The Lars and the kid will be in front of me.
All right, I like that formation. It makes sense. It has to be discussed.
We're just moving.
Yes.
It only needs to be discussed when the DM was wanting to throw something at us.
There's times where we go too much in detail, Matt. This is one of those times.
I don't really think so.
You have to put a little faith in our DM that he's not just going to be an asshole to us.
No. It's nothing against Willow whatsoever. It's to help him in the case of something happens, and it's just like, okay, where are you guys at right now? Like, to help progress the story. But, for argument's sake, it's done. And we travel along. Yay. You good there, Levi?
This was full of ice.
Yes.
It is cold water now.
Do you have a headache?
No, it is fucking hot as shit up here.
Ah, gotcha.
And you remember how, like, it was hot up here when you came to visit? That was nice.
Oh.
My dad is now, however many pounds underweight. He doesn't retain heat for shit. He turns on the heating whenever the fuck he can. And all that heat rises.
Sounds
Nice.
like the attic is holding up the heat pretty well.
Oh, I'm about to fucking see if I can crack open that window that's over there. I have no idea if I even can. I don't care if it's cold as shit outside. Like, all the heat escaping. Fuck it. I want to be able to sit here and not be sweating my balls off.
No, just do it. If there's a chance of you getting heat stroke, just do it.
Did you just notice Will's Pikachu?
I sure fucking did.
He has two of them. There's one right there.
Oh, there is a second Pikachu.
Can you see the third though?
Eevee. And there's one down there.
CEV?
There's a third.
Where the fuck is the third? It's like fucking finding Waldo.
James, are you just being an asshole?
Yes.
Fuck you.
I love how, like, I saw Will's face of third. Whatever, I'm gonna let them do what they want. This is now just very cold water, so what I'm, instead of putting it on my fucking body, I'm just fucking making my hands cold and then fucking. You feel good. Moonshine?
Up the window.
I have a whole bunch of shit in front of it. It'll take me a minute, so I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm fine. It's just this feels good.
Will is preparing the road. Go do it.
Please don't. My hands are red from how cold they are. And just like that, my hands are fine. Jesus.
Everyone roll a D100. You're
I
good,
don't like
Hoodie.
that.
Just roll your
Like
D100 and then walk off.
Hey, 13. I love that number.
I'm guessing I need 0, 0, and 0 for it to be the 100.
Mm-hmm.
D10. Yep. Mm-hmm.
14.
Yeah. I got 7. I got 7.
Nice.
Oh, uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
So we got 7,
13, 14.
13, and 14.
You don't need this many D6s yet.
I can find a use for them. But nonetheless.
It's a DM scene typically to have many D6. There's not many things in it, you know.
Alrighty.
Oh. 36 D6. No, I don't think there's anything that does that much damage. $126 average.
So, you all continue forward, carefully traversing the wet paths. The rain comes down upon all of you. As the party travels, it's a bit more slow and careful traveling on foot. Each footfall finding mud or stone underneath their feet.
They dead. Why the fuck did we roll a D100?
We
The
shall
group
see.
continues forward, the rain trickling down, slamming hard against the hoods of their cloaks Each footfall sinks into the mud slightly or finds stone to purchase upon. For the next while, travel is very quiet, very peaceful. This continues on for the next few hours. Simply walking. Simply walking. Watching the tree line, making sure nobody is there, nothing is there. Occasionally, Darrow will feel the cat claw up his back as it attempts to climb up on his shoulders, finding purchase as he is forced to lean back to try and deal with the cat's claws as an instinctual reaction.
So much for chainmail helping there.
Hold the damn cat.
Chainmail is very useful up until the back of your neck has claws in it.
At that point, I'm just gonna let the cat right on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Travel is peaceful. The group continues forward until hours pass, the day has passed, and in the middle of the road, towards the middle of the afternoon, a depression in the middle of the path. A large depression. Thormir, being up front, sees it first, of course, as he steps down into it. Only probably about half of his calf deep.
As in, it's
Okay.
that much of a dent, or that much of his foot goes into the ground?
It's that much of a dent. That much of a depression in the path.
So I don't think.
Huh.
It's just
No, it's just a big fucking dent in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And how large is this depression?
You look at it, and as you walk across it, you notice it's probably a good, from the side that you had stepped down into it to the other side, probably a solid 10 feet.
10 feet wide or 10 feet deep?
10 feet wide. It's only about the middle of your calf deep.
Something big went boom.
Or maybe indication of a landslide.
There we go.
You gonna look and see?
I would like to use my
Your perception.
yeah, sorry.
So
You're good.
I would like for anyone that's wanting to look to roll a perception.
Or help.
Or somebody can give help to somebody, yeah.
Don't help me. I'm no good.
What'd you get?
You're the ranger.
I got a 2.
Plus your perception?
I'm getting there.
I got a fucking 12.
Nice.
I got an 8.
8 total, nice. So
I
12
think your
total,
passive
8
perception is
total.
6.
Yes.
His proficiency with his perception check is +6. His passive perception is 16 if his perception is a +6.
Nice.
23.
23 total. Okay.
I do have perception, so
So
I love that feat.
Thormir is more engrossed in the fact that something this large made this print in the middle of the road. Darrow, of course, is watching the tree line, trying to watch for anything moving in case whatever made the print is still around. But Lars looks around and notices that the tops of the trees of both sides of the tree line, there's spaces where the trees are destroyed. As if from one side something almost crashed down, destroying parts of the tops of the trees on one end. And then the other side is as if something crashed through the top of the tree line, going into the forest past this path. And this massive print, he notices that it is large and clawed.
What, Lars?
Close this foot down a bit more. Oh, nothing big. This was a beast. It came from there. See the top of the trees? As if it jumped from the top of them. Landed here on its hindquarters. You see the scratch marks here, 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 and here. And then leaped. Continuing that way.
Then
It is one large print, by the way.
Begs the question what kind of beast this would be.
How far are the trees from each other?
About, give or take, about 10 to 15 feet from either side of the road. So not far, but close enough.
That means that it would be 30 feet across. Because the print's in
Give
the
or
middle of the
take.
road, and you said the print was a diameter of 10 feet.
Yeah, about 35 to 40 feet total from one end to the other.
Who pissed off the DM?
Well, we all rolled crap for the hundreds. Well, not crap, but so
Not good.
no, not good.
So, can I do a survival check to track this creature?
If you'd like to try.
Because I'm just a little curious about this beast, and it'd be like, I want to know. Because I don't know what beast this is. So can I do basically an investigation?
Actually would like you to roll a history or nature check for me.
Me?
Mm-hmm. Only you.
He's the ranger. You should know the things that are outside.
Sure. That's the reason.
Dragon.
How about now? It's way too early.
It's never too
You
early.
think he gives a
James.
fuck?
So nature or history?
Mhm.
Trying to
Whichever
figure
you
out what
prefer.
one- Oh my god. I have a -1 on both. So.
Nice.
Wow!
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Read a book!
That's
Both
my
of
job.
them are intelligence-based checks.
Okay, I will go with.
Radar and
History.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go with history.
Okay.
There, fucker. 3.
3.
That's a 2.
No, it's a 3. I have
so-
a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
You can roll your
hey,
survival
no
now.
Hey, don't worry, man. You got it. You first got
Well-
a 2, now you got a 4. You're doubling the score every time.
Okay, survival.
Yeah, you can
Where
roll
do
a
I
survival
find
now.
it?
It's down at the bottom. They're all in alphabetical order.
Come on, big money, big money, big money.
Let me see, Nate.
3! Fucking 3!
+4 for a total of 7.
One off. So close.
So, if it makes you feel better, as Thormir is looking at this print and looking to the tree line to see if he can track it, you notice that there aren't any other prints anywhere.
Okay.
It's difficult to track something that doesn't leave a trail.
Then I would like to instigate one of my skills.
Would I would he pick up Wars pick up on that? But maybe this thing didn't leak.
I would like to use my... What is it? Is it in the features? It's one of the things I can track a creature for over a mile.
Oh, you're trying to do your
One step crossed 30 feet. I don't think it's gonna be near us. If
No,
it's that
15
fucking
feet.
big.
Well, it depends on how fresh this is.
Why don't you check that first?
Can I check to see how fresh this is? May I sniff the footprint?
Pull some Monster Hunter.
Yeah, seriously. That's what we're referring to.
I'm sniffing feet.
You can roll another
and then make-
survival to try and figure that out.
Okay, let me get my scout flies.
Big fucking money!
Oh, you got a 2, a 3, a 2, a 4, and 3. That was in your favor.
Your thing that allows you to track for a mile.
9.
Is he referring to the
He
spell?
actually doubled it!
Yeah, it might be a spell that he's thinking of.
I believe it's an ability where you expend a spell slot,
Favored enemy.
and then
Favorite enemy. Let's see. You have advantage on survival checks to track your favorite enemy, as well as on intelligence checks to recall information about them. Actually, yeah, you can go on ahead and re-roll that d20 and take the higher of the two.
No.
And Natural Explorer. I think so. No, not Natural Explorer. There's something about being able to
You
track
have
something.
a favored terrain type.
Primeval Awareness.
Primeval Awareness. As an action, you can expend one ranger spell slot, 1 minute per level of spell slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you, or within up to 6 miles if you are in your favorite terrain. Yeah, you could do that.
Second one, 20.
Nice.
That or
Your
Base.
proficiency is also doubled for proficient skills when you make an int or wisdom check. Sadly, you're not proficient in the history is what you chose.
Yeah.
But you can roll an advantage survival to see how fresh the track is.
I just took a second shot and I got a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
total.
And we will use that one for your initial roll of trying to figure out what this track is.
Okay. Then I'll go for
Because you know what this track is.
How big's the footprint?
He told you already!
it. The second roll is a 12.
I know, but he told us about the size of the hole. I'm asking about the actual print of the hand or claw.
10 feet across. At least.
So what's the
That's
second
what he
roll?
said.
The claw?
Not the claw itself. From side of the print to other side is 10 feet.
I'll be right
Give or
back.
take.
I need to go grab the charger
there's-
for this laptop.
Is
It's about inside. You stay there, right?
Give or take. Now keep in mind that's from like
Eyeball.
the widest part.
Lars is looking around now rapidly into the sky. He's looking for some place to hide.
But Thormir knows what this track is.
All right. So the second roll was a 12.
Nice.
Seems massive. We should go. We need to go.
And was that for survival, perception?
The survival check is to see how fresh it is, and it is not fresh. It's actually rather old.
Okay.
Oh,
However,
Then-
it's only able to see that it is old due to the fact that the mud from along the edges of this depression have kind of rounded out and eroded into the depression because of the fact that it's been sitting here for so long. Almost trying to flatten out the path again.
So it's safe to say that I know what this creature is.
You have a very good idea of what this creature is.
So with Thormir examining, looking around, he takes a second. He grins. Almost joyfully. And
what are you
Grab-
smiling about?
oh,
This thing's massive with whatever this thing is.
I know what this is.
What is it?
I spoke to a friend in a temple, and he said that there's no such things that these things exist. But I know what it is. The dragon.
Well,
I couldn't be
standing
more
around here is
happy.
not gonna fucking do us any good except for being in its fucking path.
Oh, that's funny.
No, it's old. It's gone.
So, for
One
Darrow and
second, I'll be right
Lars, for Darrow and Lars, dragons, as he mentions them, the immediate thought that comes to mind is the idea of children's stories. You know, if you don't go to bed on time, a dragon will swoop you away and eat you. If you steal something, a dragon's going to realize you're greedy and try and eat you. If you do this, that's bad, a dragon's going to steal you away and add you to its horde, stuff like that. It's children's tales.
Would an educated arcanist know more?
Go on ahead and roll a history for me.
Dirty 20.
Very nice. Lars would know that dragons were said to have existed in the past. They were said to have lived and were actually servants of the different gods if they were deemed worthy of said gods. However, when the gods started going to war with each other, people believed that the dragons wiped each other out in service of the gods. And that's where the children's stories come into play. If you stay up too late, one of the remaining dragons, if there are any, will sweep you away to eat you. If you steal something from somebody, a dragon will smell the greed on you and take you away to add you to its own horde. If you wrong somebody, a dragon will hunt you down like prey and wrong you. It's basically the idea of dragons are tales. They're stories. Nobody actually believes that dragons exist anymore. And for the most part, even the followers of Gormaric, most of the time when they're telling stories of their goddess, they believe that any that are seen or people say that they saw something flying through the sky. A lot of I forget how I spelled her name every time. Hold on. Gorak. A lot of times, Gorak's followers will see them as imitators. Copies. Simple fakes that take on the visage of a dragon of some kind. None of them truly believe that dragons still exist, because they believe that they died in service of Gorak.
Oh, this is nightmare come to life.
There are a multitude of beasts and creatures that are large and have wings that could cause some kind of issue or print like this. You know, rocks exist, giant birds of prey of any kind, really. There's a few ways that one could try to explain this print to themselves. Possibly.
Either way, the small gnome is terrified. We need to go. We need to go now. Yes.
Needless to say, we're not in danger right now. The dragon's long gone. Unfortunately.
Either way, we need to keep moving.
Agreed. We need to go now. No.
As we walk forward, Thormir just holds on to his pendant.
As they walk, he's just gonna be constantly looking at those guys.
The rest of the day's travel is uneventful, as the group continues forward along the path. The rain continues to pour, and the storm actually is starting to get worse now, as nightfall slowly draws nearer. However, the group is able to find a small opening off to the side of the road that they can find their tents to set up. As they're setting up camp, the girl that has been traveling with them seems to be standing off towards the side, just kind of in between the tree line and the road, just staring up, letting the rain hit.
Darrow, instead of setting up a tent, is going to be using his new cantrip, Mold Earth. And he's going to make a hut out of a tree with dirt. I can move massive amounts of earth.
I like this idea.
Massive amounts of earth, 5 foot cubes.
Make
As a
more.
cantrip. So I could do it over and over and over and over again.
The little eyes of death in Levi's corner.
And he's just gonna make a
Yeah, you could do that. So I assume it's like the base, like the tree is in the center, and you're making basically a TP of earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I believe I can actually.
Why am I doing that?
I'm doing this.
You said
Instead of
that
Darrow setting
Darrow-
up camp.
Yeah, I was like, motherfucker, you rolling for an intimidation? What the fuck are you doing right now?
Oh, you should be intimidated by Lars at all moments of the day.
No. Till you reach level 5, no.
But he is able to do this. So
And I'm making it out of stone. It might take a bit longer to raise the stone all the way up, but it's gonna be stone.
You enjoying your snack?
Stone hut, fully dry. Little.
if you all have anything to roleplay before your long rest, feel free.
Yeah, he's just gonna
I
make.
was just gonna go ask the kid if she's alright, especially considering, you know, someone just shouting that there was a dragon close by.
Not. I did shout.
She would be within earshot. She's walking with us. Plus, to all our fucking knowledge, or our character's knowledge, she's a small girl who is a little fucking weird, but like, a dragon is a dragon. Fuck.
Walk away. Dornamir just sneaks on out to get a fresh of air.
I swear, if you come back with a dragon.
As Darrow
Yeah,
walks
just-
over, the girl is still standing there, eyes closed, staring up at the sky.
Doing okay, kid? Probably nothing really to worry about. He said that the dragon wasn't even close by. The track was old. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
If there's a dragon, there won't be anything to worry about. After all, we either die quickly, or it doesn't notice us.
That's one dark way of thinking about it, but not entirely wrong. Lars is setting up some kind of mud teepee, so...
It is stone! Let the water wash it off.
Mud is mud, little man. Anyway, we should have some more dry to sleep tonight. Walk off.
As Darrow walks off, he can feel the piercing feeling of two eyes just boring into the back of him.
Do I still have the fucking cat on my shoulder, by the way?
Funny enough, the cat is actually sitting under what's already made of the TP.
Dornamir just sneaks away into a branch. Not too far away, probably 20 feet away. And he just wants a second to himself. And opens up his pendant and starts singing a little song.
Okay.
And after the song is finished, he looks up in the sky, as dark as it is, letting the rain hit his face. You can't even tell if he's crying or not. Sets like that for a few minutes.
Bad day for rain.
Yeah, bad day for rain. He goes back down and returns.
Go ahead and roll a performance check for me.
There.
Mm,
Let's see how good of
We
a
suddenly just hear from the fucking woods.
after an hour, I will say, Darrow's is Lars is happily finished.
He's
An hour
finished.
tumbles to the ground, except for all the mound and dirt, because it only lasts an hour for when it holds shape, so it can't have a roof for an hour. Or can I? Yeah, no, it's a big mud hut. This is the only way it can be permanent-ish. So not roof, unless we put the tent over it. So
Whatever you want to do.
mm.
Anything else that you all want to do tonight?
Is there any purpose of having tents if we can literally just put one tent on top?
Like are you talking about like the canvas of the tent for the roof or something like that?
Mhm.
Or
But I'd be worried about those blowing away.
if you secure them enough, Matt, it would be fine. And then we can also, because it'll have ventilation in it, fucking have a fire on the inside, keeping everything warm.
Obviously, where the fire is that's where it's going to have to be uncovered.
Ventilated. It
Yes,
is ventilated already.
Air comes
That's warm.
in, air goes out.
I can move a lot of earth in a single 5-second movement. I think we're fine.
Okie dokie. So, roof or no roof?
Yes, roof. We live in a world of water.
Roof.
Dryness is a luxury.
And obviously, as per usual, before fucking going to sleep, I assume fucking we're still doing the watches how they are, but on Darrow's is when the runes get like touched up.
And I put up the alarm at the front entrance of our hut. Audible for everyone to hear.
Yeah. Alarm. Ding, 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 ding. In his hand.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah. I don't hear
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Is it working?
Yes. It's a fucking headache. Could you please stop?
Okay. I shall take the first watch.
That's not how it works.
Mm.
Ormir takes first, I take second, you take third. That's how it's always been.
Yes.
You don't fuck with the
Right.
watch.
1 moment, please. Is this going to lift up dirt, lift up dirt, lift up dirt? He's going to make a full-on trench around the 30-foot, around the house place. He is paranoid. He's making a 5-foot chunk, up, 5-foot chunk, up, 5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot. Should take him about 20 minutes. So we have a 5-foot hole, 5-foot little wall.
Are you saying you're taking the dirt up, out, and putting it like
Mhm.
That would be 10 foot.
Height in total.
Yeah.
It'd be literally a moat.
I'm making
Yeah.
a mark.
I swear to God, if you get us trapped.
I advise work with the defenses. Doesn't
That's
matter.
going on first watch, so that's where we're at right now. And he dug a fucking moat.
D20 for a perception check. Whoever's first.
For Matt.
Whoever's first.
Natural 20
Woo!
plus 6, 26. My
I
eyes.
see God staring at me through the heavens.
I see Penny.
Quiet.
What you doing? What you doing?
Staring into your soul.
Yeah, to you guys it looks fucking terrifying. To me, she's just sitting there like puppy-eyed. You can come cuddle me if you want to.
One of her eyes turned green.
What Thormir get?
26.
What was that?
26?
Yeah,
Yeah,
26.
that's why I made the joke of
Very
he can
nice.
see God through the fucking clouds.
Very
That's
nice.
30 and above. It's almost
So-
there.
Thormir's watch is peaceful and quiet, save for the rain. Nothing of necessary attention comes about. The watch is peaceful, rain falls. It's quiet.
Alrighty. Oh. I go over to where Dara is, give him a little shrug to wake him up. Say, it's your turn. Nothing of importance. It is peaceful.
Sure you didn't have to shoot at some raccoons again?
How would you know about that? You were asleep.
I know shit, fuck you.
Couldn't hear you, what?
I know shit, fuck you.
He's breaking the word.
I make sure you guys can sleep. And before I go to bed, I keep an eye on the girl for a minute before dozing off.
She lays there asleep, back to you. Quiet, unmoving. As you roll over to fall asleep, you feel this strange feeling as if somebody's watching your back. And you turn over to see she's still laying there, the exact same position that you had seen her moments ago, asleep. You turn back over, and there's a cat sitting there in front of you, staring down at you,
Okay.
and stares at
Ta-da!
you for
That was perfect!
and stares at you for a long few moments before simply wandering off to where Darrow is sitting and sits next to him.
I need somebody to clip that.
Alright. I just think that the cat is just a cat. That's what cats do. But weird that the sensation of being stared at is a little off-putting.
I don't know, man. You have cats. They kind of just do this shit. Why do you keep doing that?
I know.
Do you know your lines? You know
I
your
was gonna try to
tunes?
signal over to the cat to try to pet it, like, but it walked away. From my knowledge, it's just a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mhm.
I don't mind animals.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than killing raccoons and a bear, I just let them get scared off and away.
You didn't kill them. You just shot an arrow at them. You spook them.
Darrow, your
Fuck's
turn.
sake. I don't wanna.
Please be in that one.
Fuck you, Nat
I
2.
I made all the descendants and
Plus-
everything.
plus what? Plus one is fucking 3. I don't notice shit.
You're a little more preoccupied with the cat, quote unquote, that's sitting next to you.
Fucking
As you're
Staring into your soul.
now just sitting there processing the fact that this is now actually a thing. You had thought possibly that maybe it was just, a temporary thing, a trick of the mind, maybe. Maybe it would wander off. It's here. And it seems to be here to stay.
Hope the cat don't fuck with my alarm. Just meow, meow.
You did make an audio for everybody.
Yes.
Must be different.
And you do notice that as you're sitting and watching and you keep glancing down at it, this cat is just staring out into the rain at the tree line, just watching.
Meow.
The only movement that it has at all, the only change, is that its tail sways ever so slowly from side to side. But its body remains in the exact same spot the entire time that you're watching.
So the cat's basically doing my job while I'm just sitting here going, this shit's weird.
You're not sure if it's watching for you or just sitting there. But it is just sitting there.
What are you doing?
Your watch is peaceful, quiet, uneventful.
Are you gonna wake up Lars, Darrow?
I was waiting for him to fucking finish with his sexy stare down.
That's it.
Yep. Your turn, short stuff.
Oh, it's a compliment. Accept.
Compliment or not, it's a fact.
As long as you say whatever you say, tall one.
Alright, motherfucker.
25.
25. As Lars watches, nothing of interest truly happens. His watch is another peaceful, quiet one. This nightmarish day that he's had. Simply sitting with him in his mind, making him a little restless, in all honesty, but halfway through his watch, he could swear he hears a off in the distance. And he waits, he listens, carefully listening ever so slightly, trying to get past the noise of the rain. Nothing.
No lights today, by the way. No lights.
The rest of the watch is uneventful, quiet, peaceful.
This is gonna be the fastest we ever planned up camp yet. Because all it is them taking down the tent slash tarp roof,
Makeshift roof.
and I just
Walking out and then just collapsing the walls down so it puts out the fire.
I agree. This is awesome.
and
Hold
just,
on, why is Matt a French girl? I just noticed that.
He got comfy.
Draw me.
Man's got comfortable.
I have to lay down because my back can't hold up sitting up for too long.
It's fine.
The best way to
And-
experience D&D right there.
And
Draw
this
me.
is just going to make a little, like 10-foot section, and is going to leave the structure, just clean it up and make it a bit bigger for the next person coming along to use it.
You're doing charity work now.
I put in the work, and it's going to be here. Maybe it'll be here when we come back.
Makes some sense.
Fine.
Little did he know he suddenly created the Goblin Cave and the Goblin Fortune.
Keep saying things. Stop talking.
Now I'm curious, because now since we're walking on foot, is No, hers is already fell asleep. No, so. Never mind. I just answered my own question.
I only walk, and I just making sure no one gets a cold by cleaning, making everybody dry every about 10 minutes. Helps
Ew.
me concentrate. And keeps everybody from
It
getting
wouldn't have to be
colds.
like every 10 minutes. We all have like fucking cloaks that are made in this world for this world. So
Mhm.
it'd be more like every 20, 30.
It's more of the shoes.
That too. But that'd be more, what is it, trench foot?
Mm-hmm.
Either way, dry is nice.
It is a luxury.
Ooh. Day 1 complete. Switching spells.
So,
As we walk.
the next day begins. Travel begins once again. I'd like another D100 from everybody.
Gee.
70.
70,
90.
Stay.
a 90.
We now see the dragon flying above us going, "Ooh, snacks."
Actually, correction. Is that a 9 or is that a 6?
Line on the bottom.
There is no line.
Is it like a 90?
Is it a 90 or a 60?
Where's the position of the 0, dude?
Oh. 9.
D.
9.
Just 9.
Is that your D100?
Mm.
The big fucking fuck off ball?
Yes, this mini shotgun.
Pretty sure there wouldn't be a 0 on a 9.
No, there is 0. 0,
Why?
9. Craftsman's choice.
Why would it do 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4?
That is a good thing. A reference. Actually, no, it would be
90?
Mhm.
So we got 90, 90, 70.
90, 90, and 70.
Kind of preoccupied making sure the kid's okay and have a cat on my shoulder. / in my hood.
James, reroll yours.
44.
Said 44.
Mm-hmm.
Does that literally have 100 sides?
Reroll that.
Reroll that!
What are you doing? What are you doing? What's your life, Rob? There.
It wants you to
23.
reroll-
Huh? 23?
23.
getting lower.
Ow, your nose. Holy crap.
Why do your feet smell like Doritos? What the fuck, dude? Ow! Oh, you wanna play? You wanna play? Hmm? You be nice to me. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. We're not playing square up right now. You also need to get your nails clipped again. Ow!
Welcome back, Athena.
Why do cats like playing like this, Matt?
Oh, how she's playing with you? She's
Well,
just trying to play with you.
She tried doing pull-ups. Well, no, like her, Jimmy, fucking Smudge. They like when you grab their head and go nee.
That's just instigating play. Like, Athena. No. Not gonna test it with her right now. She's just forgiving me from before. But like with Raw, especially, if I pet her for too long, she'll get overstimulated and she'll claw and bite the shit out of me. That's just
She
overstimulation.
does the same shit to the point where she'll draw real bad blood.
But you're just instigating play.
She likes when I play with her. She's gotten way more playful lately. Your talons are fucking long.
The group finds themselves continuing forward along the path. This rainy day slowing. The storm from last night seemingly blowing over as the rain slows and returns to a very peaceful patter against the hoods of their cloaks. The group continues forward for a good portion of the day. Unfettered.
Right.
The path itself continues forward quietly, peacefully. The group doesn't have much issue as they travel. The wear of soreness on their feet begins to show as they continue walking, trudging through this weather and weathered path.
She's always so loud when she purrs.
I'd like a perception check from everybody. If you'd be so kind.
22.
20.
22, 20.
$16.
16. You all notice a figure on the side of the road, laying on the side of the road. Up ahead.
Oh,
Matt, you're first. You're the one who's most likely going to see it first, but...
More than anything, I wouldn't probably do anything until we walked beside him. He could just be someone traveling and they're just asleep. Resting.
On the side of the road. In the rain. In the dirt.
Yeah. Are they leaning against a tree? Or are they just literally laying on the ground?
They're laying
Just-
on the ground.
Okay.
Face
That's-
down.
That's the way we like it.
Alrighty. Well, if I'm the just clicked. Noticing it first, I would let them, Dodo and Lars know that there's an individual laying on the ground, and I will go and investigate first. Since I'm the ranger. And I run over to... Not run. Like... That's like a little bit of a jog. Power walk, maybe. To get to the individual.
his
not-
jog is my run.
His jog is your sprint.
And I go over to the individual to see what condition they are in.
Make an investigation check.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know if low money or big money is good for the situation. Fuck, my dice went rogue. Okay, and investigation. 18.
Obviously, we're kind of all of me, Lars, and the kid are not as hurriedly walking up to where Matt is. So shit kicks off. We're right there.
When one's at the ready, trying to keep within 60 feet of. Trying to keep within 60 feet of Daryl. Thunder.
As Matt approaches the body to like check it, put hand up near the fucking handle. Why am I getting fucking trouble?
Lie down.
Does he see? Did we see anything around them? Like if we look toward the woods, do we see anything?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20, so 26.
And I don't see fuck all.
That was my
3.
first one of the campaign.
Your first nat 20, not a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
No, you've had nat 20s before. Pretty sure.
Nope, first one.
Looking around, you notice that there isn't anything along the tree line or anything like that. However, as Thormir gets closer, without having to, Thormir notices it very quickly, almost the same time that Lars does, as Lars scans the area and then looks to the body. As Thormir moves the body over, you notice that in the chest there are 2 arrows. One of them snapped from where he had seemingly fell.
Bush.
Oh shit.
However, in his hand, there seems to be something clutched.
I go to investigate.
You reach down.
What do you see, Darrow? Or not Darrow, what do you see, Thormir?
You reach
Get in there.
down and you grab a hold of it and you pull it from his hand and you unravel it, and it's a scroll.
Is he alive or is he dead?
Essentially dead. He's
He's
got an
dead.
arrow protruding from his heart.
And what's in his hand is a scroll. To question the DM, is one of those arrows still good?
One of them is.
I grab that arrow.
Bonus!
Also, James, we're still walking up. We don't see he's dead.
I already saw it.
Yeah, he got it. He saw as Thormir pulled him over, there was arrows protruding from his chest. Him and Thormir saw
You
it
said
at
they were
basically
broken,
the same
so-
time. Well, one of them is from where he had landed. The other one was in a position. One hit him on one side, the side that he had fallen on, and the other was on the opposite side.
Sorry, just adding the arrow that I got out of the dead man to my
Mm-hmm.
What is this called?
No, it is not that. It is not that.
No.
I
Grave
wasn't gonna
robbing. Grave robbing.
I wasn't saying necrophilia. No, it was
What's
necrocycling. No, that's the reuse of. That's much worse.
Bodies. Yeah.
No, technically, he is slightly. He's recycling in there.
you notice that it's
We're
a
not
scroll,
using his bones to make arrows.
unless you were a lizard folk.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
not only do you unravel it and you see that it is a scroll that seems to be protected from the rain, Lars, you notice from this distance as you're getting closer with your natural 20 in perception, though Thormir
You got a 26.
doesn't... Yes, with his natural
I
20.
got a 20.
Yeah. With your dirty 20, you are able to see that there is an incomprehensible language on this scroll. Thormir is unable to comprehend this language. Lars knows it to be arcane language.
Let me see that now. Barely a little.
Did you run over to him and go, gimme?
Gimme.
Why are you asking me for
It's
this?
arcane. Gimme.
Oh.
Well, this is a first.
Alrighty, you can have the scroll. Doesn't mean anything to me. Hence the scroll to Lars.
Starts-
It is a spell scroll. The spell depicted is Erupting Earth.
Mm.
Can I? This sounds awful to do, but I am a man that will do anything to recycle. Can I just scavenge the body to see if he has anything valuable separate the scroll?
Yeah.
I continue to grave rob.
Please
It's just
roll an investigation.
memorized by the scroll is much more complicated than what he normally has. He rolls it up and oh,
I'm roll perception to
what?
make sure that nothing's running up on us as we're looting a fucking corpse.
You know, he's just looking around now like, what's the point? Why did he have this? Does he look wizardry in any way, shape, or form?
Hmm?
Or
Well,
does he look any way scholarly in any shape or form?
I mean, it's a robed figure with 2 arrows in him.
I got a 5.
You got a 5 total.
Yeah, 5 total.
The most
got a
you're
10
able
for
to
perception.
find searching this body is a small leather pouch that's on his side with all of 2 gold in it.
I loot it.
Money is money.
And after doing so, I drag his body to the side of a tree so it can lay it by a tree.
Okay.
Lars is looking for a satchel now.
Looking for his satchel?
No, he's looking around if there is a satchel nearby.
Make an investigation check.
Satchel, like he's. Oh, this is one of my folk. I got a 23.
Looking around, it looks like there were a number of footprints, but no satchel.
Scanning him.
I'm still scanning like the surroundings, making sure we're not getting run up on by bandits.
We are 5 days out of.
Can I do an like perception or investigation to see how long he's been dead and what direction the arrow came from? See if it's been recent.
The body is definitely not recent. It's got a smell to it. It's not like rotted, but it's obviously decaying, or at least starting to.
Gaunt, emaciated,
So
anything like
about a week. The body starts to decay after a week.
Pharaoh, can you help me examine him? I'm asking for him to help me. As Lars is just wanting to carefully look at the body itself.
If you're gonna help him, I will keep eye on the girl.
that? We'll keep an eye on the girl and make sure we're not getting ran up on.
Mm-hmm.
If he got jumped here, then we don't know what the fuck's happening.
If it is.
First it was the fucking footstep yesterday, now it's this shit. God fucking damn it. What do you need?
13. That's 2 7s in a row. So 13. He's just looking for. There's a few things. One, where he studied. If there's any signs of where he studied, tattoos specifically, like some wizards, you know, inscribe stuff on their arms and tattoos. Yeah, it's just trying to figure out who is this guy from. If this guy has anything on him that non-wizard folks or non-mage folks, you know, notice. Professional courtesy. Nothing?
The only marking he has is, as you search him, what looks to be a tattoo kind of coming out of his collar for a moment. And as you pull it to the side, it looks more like some sort of gang symbol than anything.
Just looking, reading. Hmm. Don't know who he is. You mind if we take a break here for 10 minutes?
Are you asking me? Or are you asking the DM?
I'm asking us.
Are you just trying to rest your legs?
Yes, that and mainly... Something doesn't seem right here. And I kinda have I have a slight idea what's going on. That maybe might happen. I'm going to ritual cast Detect Magic.
Why detect magic? It looked like he got shot with fucking arrows. I'm pretty sure that's what did him in.
Let me see. If there is anything magical, anything of that sort, I will know it. Not to mention if there's anything magic on you guys, on the girl.
So you using detect magic?
Ritual cast. 10 minutes.
Okay. And you're sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I have no reason not to.
Nothing's sketchy going on over here. Nothing at all. Fucker.
As you cast this, you notice a number of things. Firstly, the robe that this figure is wearing does give off a faint aura. Second, as you turn around, you are immediately blinded by the cat on Hootie's shoulder.
What in the name of
Yeah,
Divide.
flashbang, motherfucker. Here's the thing. The cat's like right here on the inside of my hood to be protected from the fucking rain. I have the
Opens
face
up
of
his eyes.
God.
His eyes are red.
With Lars freaking out, that makes me like bone.
What type of magic do you have about you, Dado? What in the 9 hells?
I don't do magic, little man. You know this.
No, you have magic, some of the strongest magic I've ever seen in existence. I thought possible. I am nearly blind. What do you have on you? He's not looking, by the way. He's
I'm
tears
not gonna
running down
give
his
you any more than that.
eyes.
I'm just gonna go.
It's just not.
He just pointed to his cat.
You say that like I adopted the damn thing. It just showed up.
It then disappears into his hood. And the light seems to disappear.
It went away.
Yeah, so did my fucking cat.
You do notice, however, even with the blinding light gone, Darrow still gives off a very faint glow from under his armor.
Agreed.
I'm just going to quietly. Drinks a few times.
Am I still a flashbang from God?
No.
No, you're producing a tiny bit of aura from. Does his weapons give off any bit?
His runes do, like just the runes themselves, but
Your rooms and something else. I want the robes.
Are you telling
It's
me to
strip-
strip him? What the fuck do you want, Lars?
His robes are magical in some way, or they have some minor property of some kind.
Then you get them.
I will do that. Okay. Just going to look
My
around some
only-
more.
My only request is that you at least make a trench so we can bury him.
Oh, I was planning to do so anyways. I was just trying to see if he had any. He's carrying a
In my
powerful
fucking
scroll.
sight.
He's carrying a very powerful scroll, and I will.
You do notice that the scroll itself does give off an aura as well, so it doesn't look like anybody has inscribed the spell onto anything yet.
It
Is
is still
this a-
technically usable.
My thoughts is I believe he might have stolen something. Hence, he holds up the scroll. He's a caster of some kind. And this is a scroll, a spell that I'm close to figuring out. This cast items of similar strength to it. And I'm looking hopefully to see if there's anything else he might have stolen that can maybe lead us to what happened here, retrieval of it, or otherwise. Going to look at the girl now and Faramir.
Thormir doesn't give off anything magical. He gives off a small aura where he has his natural magic, but you've seen him use his magic before. He's obviously got a few things on him that are magic, quote-unquote. The girl, however, no magic. None. Not an ounce.
I'm calling it now. Her magic aura is so fucking huge that we're on the inside of the light bulb.
I will be blind immediately.
Nah, you're on the inside of the light bulb. That's how that works.
Anything out within a, I think is it a 60-foot range or 100? I shall double check. It is a 30-foot range, 60-foot total. 30 feet around me.
Just the rope. And what you've already seen.
Is just gonna do a quick little walk around. So 30, so I'm gonna have in total 90 feet from where he started.
Yeah.
Nothing? Just making sure. Proceeds to kindly strip the man.
What do you kindly strip a fucking body?
You take the robe off, and underneath he does have common clothes. But as you take the robe off, you notice that his form changes. A once bald human man with that tattoo on his shoulder is now a very deep-skinned drow.
Question on the drow. Typical for Forgotten Realm drow or typical drow?
Just a regular drow.
For Grand Yasha? Got it.
It's personal preference from there.
Looks at cloak that's there.
Well, that's shady if I've ever seen anything. I'll need to give you a lookie. Folds it up.
Waves hand twice. I know this is horrible.
Thank you for your service.
Makes a whole 5 feet. 6 feet again. With the same motion of the hand with Molder, I pick up the body, slowly drag it over, drop it down, and then... Yeah.
rather
No, it's not
unceremonious.
expecting that much grace, but damn.
That was
Mm.
unceremonious. Also, what service? Delivering you a scroll and a robe?
And me 2 gold.
And 1 dead man's arrow.
Yes. I'll take the arrow any day.
Careful how you phrase
Wouldn't want
This
to give
is
me any ideas.
happily looking at the scroll.
that. I'll take an arrow however I can get them. Volley.
The sun is blotted out by the arrows flying through the air.
At least we
That's
get to fight
why-
in the shade.
That's why I walk behind and hide behind the tall one.
Fair enough. Nonetheless,
He can the shield.
I have decided to do that.
Oh yeah. Me and you can both hide
I
behind
can do that for either of you because I'm tiny.
Yeah.
as you all are doing this, by the way, the girl has been watching you very carefully.
She's sitting in front of me. Because, like,
She's watching all of you very carefully.
I just
Watching
I'm
all
making
of
sure
you.
she doesn't run off. I'm watching these 2 idiots fuck with a corpse.
that's the body.
That's necrophilia.
Sorry, dear, that you had to see such a thing.
Death is natural.
You're a dark kid.
The first second Fanny's ever heard her say. Well, yes, it is.
Flashes across the mind of her and her fucking wobbly eyes. Just, ah.
Ah, have a cursed trip. And I go,
Where's
am I still on it? Is this just the biggest trip I've ever taken? We all die, we wake up because it was all a trip in my mind. Oh, that was a nasty dream.
This used to be like a big old tuft of feathers and shit that she would play with.
Oh, God.
I think you killed it. I think it's dead.
Wow. Anywho, I'm done here.
After detect magic wears off, the cat does make a reappearance.
It's just looking at the cat, halfway terrified. I'm like, what are you?
Matt is just like, it's a cat. And Lars is like,
Here's the cat.
is that Jesus?
I'm gonna try to befriend that cat. I hope you know.
Motherfucker is my cat.
I befriend your Penny.
I'm sorry. I had to agree with that, Daryl. You are her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she clung on to you.
If that's not evident.
Mhm.
Yep,
Did that
Yeah.
come through?
there she is.
No, did the sound of her bolting come through?
I don't hear shit. Oh shit.
But after that, you have a strange robe and a scroll. So, do with that what you will.
I'm,
Nonetheless,
I do not possess the funds to add this to my spellbook.
and you all continue traveling. Okay. You all continue your travels, heading further down the road, making your way deeper into this wooded land, this path being your solitary space of travel.
I should have filled the hole for the dragon, possible dragon, stopped because it's just a hole in the road.
Not our problem.
Oops.
We don't have. Wait.
Mhm.
You all continue forward. The rest of the day is somewhat uneventful. Every now and then the cat now making its way to where it can watch Lars as it sits on Darrow's shoulder, just staring at him.
Terrified.
However, as you all continue forward, Darrow, you feel a sudden burning sensation in the same spot as before. This burning sensation is not as bad, but it is enough to get your attention.
Look around.
I would like a perception check.
Yeah, I'm on it. What was that?
Match passive
18.
perception of 21.
18.
18. Looking around, you notice as you start to look around, this pain in your chest growing hotter. You stop as you notice something in between the trees. In between the trees in the distance, as the cat that has been with you now sits on your shoulder and stares directly at the same spot you've just found. In the distance, you look and you see what looks to be some kind of light.
Any other details there, boss?
This very dim light from this distance, as you look closer and as you're feeling yourself drawn towards this direction, kind of meandering off the path now as the others continue forward, save for the little girl who seems to stop and just watch you as you walk off. Lars notices due to his passive perception. Thormir notices shortly after. All of you notice
Darrow.
as Darrow begins wandering off.
Is it like campfire light? Is it fucking... Is it just a light?
As you get closer to the forest's edge, and as you begin making your way into the tree line, what are Lars and Thormir doing about it?
Is he just ditching the kid?
He's
I'm being
wandering off.
pulled. I'm being pulled by shit I don't even fucking realize. I'm not even realizing I'm walking.
Does
this
it
direction.
respond to Lars's question?
Darrow hears him.
Does he seem zombie-like? Like he's like charmed?
It seems more like Darrow feels this. So, as an idea, it's less so of Darrow as being forced, and it feels more like Darrow has this need to kind of push onward, as if something is compelling him, but not in the sense of like something is forcing him or charming him. It feels more like he has to do this for something. There's something here that he has to do, something he has to finish.
Does the cat just stay on my shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Do either of you guys see that?
See what?
That
The
gesturing
lights
towards.
in the forest.
Do they see the light? Do they see the light?
With Darrow pointing it out, you both do notice what seems to be a small light in the distance within the forest.
No, I don't. No, no, there's something there.
Okay, so I'm not going completely fucking crazy.
242 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Just
Scabby.
like rubbing on the spot just a little bit.
As you do that, you hear a familiar voice in your head. They've left the path. They need to return.
Give me.
What's he doing? I think he's talking to his cat.
Lars, watch the kid. If you hear anything go wrong, haul ass, I guess. Help us out.
That's hilarious.
What
Go
are you
there.
gonna be doing?
Give me a second. Go hide somewhere. I'm gonna figure out what the fuck's going on here.
I'm going to identify the ropes while he does all this.
The kid actually starts to follow Darrow.
Child, come here, please. He wishes to be by himself or something.
Walking deeper into the forest.
He's going to need
I'm-
help.
I'm guessing he's busy. He's
Okay.
going around. Shesh. He's most likely going around and not paying attention.
How do you know, child? You seem to know when danger's about us.
Text.
I just do.
I
You're
think
not
he-
for me. I'm still alive because of what he did the other day.
She's very insightful. I don't
Yeah.
really think we should ignore what she's saying.
What? Keeps his face fucking.
Let him go in first, but we'll keep a following distance.
What is a following distance? I've heard it said so many times. I don't even know what is a following. How far is it? Is it
Well,
100 meters? Is it 30
20
meters?
to 30 feet.
Do the rolls. Or just up loud. I want to get at least close enough to see what the fuck this light is.
There's something to do with that cat, I tell you.
The claw.
Hilarious, but yeah, no seriousness. That cat is trouble. Fudge.
I don't know what you're saying about the cat. Just a cat.
Roll a d6, Hootie.
That's 12.
Did you get a 12 on a d6?
No, I said I picked up the 12. 5.
5. Okay.
Mhm.
You have 5 hours. Did you read the ability?
Hold on. Fuck. Where'd it go? It's not that. No, it's...
It's under your
Where is
feet.
it? Okay, yeah. Hey, can I turn that off whenever?
Yes. For the next
Okay.
5 hours, you can use it as you please.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I want to try and get as close as possible without alerting whatever's near the fucking light. And have I tell Thormir to just keep distance, but keep a fucking arrow ready.
So we're
Pulling
all
out.
going in together?
As
No. I'm going to get as close as I can by myself. You're not gonna get fucking detected if I fucking need you. He's supposed to watch the kid, but I don't know if the kid's fucking staying with him or not. And if shit kicks off, he comes to us.
well, as you wandered into the forest and tree line, the kids started to follow. As I said.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
And with all three of them following, as you instinctually feel as though you want to not be seen, the group, as they are watching ahead, trying to make sure that nothing goes awry, as Darrow had hoped, each of you watch as Darrow, who feels this instinct and this instinctual need to be hidden, something begins to pour off of him. As he walks, the shadows from the bushes, the trees, each individual leaf begin to pull towards him and drape down him until suddenly he is wreathed in shadow. And it swirls before suddenly disappearing. Leaving nothing behind but this strange emptiness as this swirling mass of shadow spins and turns, wreathing him further and further until suddenly he's invisible, gone. Disappeared.
I thought he said he didn't use magic.
I don't believe it does. I believe it's a cat.
It's just a cat. God damn it, Lars.
I got blinded by the cat, so shut it.
What do you mean by blinded?
Detect magic.
Imagine that
It
You know,
Where the fuck did he go? It's the cat!
It
I didn't
radiated
know
enough.
you detect magic.
I told you I said the mojo grabbed it. I was almost blinded by how much magic is coming off that cat.
I thought you were talking about the damn sun.
I wish I could see the sun. I've never seen the sun.
The light, however, does not move in the distance, and getting closer, all of you can see a village that is not marked on the map in the distance between the trees.
Hmm.
Well, we'll continue forward. What's your thoughts on that, Lars?
Yep, we gotta go rescue him. He's part of this group, and honestly, I admit it. I can only take one hit, maybe. You could take many. I need him desperately.
Sometimes he has the ability just to disappear out of nowhere on us. I don't understand it.
I think I would have said something if he knew about it. Maybe. No, he wouldn't have.
No, we all have our own baggage. We only known each other for maybe a week, 2 now, right?
His baggage is internal shadows that wrap around him and drag him where. No.
Alright, well, let's just go straight and see what's up with this village. That has to be where he's heading to.
And as you all continue forward, the rain pouring down, this strange unmarked village getting closer as you travel further and further into the woods, further and further into the tree line. With Darrow gone, and the girl continuing forward towards this strange village. That is where we will end this episode of Steam and Rain.
You cliffhanger, motherfucker!
Come on, it was obvious as soon as you started walking toward the woods and right up the shadows and disappeared.
So, our wonderful group, of course, now with one disappeared from the group, a strange girl following said disappeared. Lars convinced that this cat is some sort of magic nexus. Thormir convinced it is just a cat. And
The
this
next couple of
village,
sessions are just gonna be Lars sounding crazy. Just, I swear to God, it is the fucking Cthulhu of cats.
but as our wonderful group now finds themselves traveling into the forest and seeking out what seems to be an entirely unmarked small village, Steam and Rain Episode 6 comes to an end. So, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for sitting in the rain with us. We'll try and keep the campfire roaring for you so that you have somewhere to sit and stay warm for when you get lost with the Will-O-Wisps again. But until then, we hope to see you all next time here in the Will-O-Wisp Woods. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
Good day,